decade.
All right, don't attack me.
Right.
Save your vitriol for our next guest. He's coming in right now. He's a fellow New Englander, and he's quite a star. I mean, he's made millions and millions of friends on MySpace. He's arguably the biggest comedian in the world, like it or not, Bill Simmons. His name is Dane Cook. Welcome to the show, Dane. Yeah, wow, what a thrill.
It's just how I like to warm up a room when I walk in. Hello, Dave Dameshek.
Hey, Dane.
Pleasure to be here.
It's nice to meet you.
Dane, how you doing?
Did you hear that? That's the sound of the super finger for you, Mr. Friend.
I hope we can work this out. And congratulations on your 7-hour comedy routine.
Thank
I'm
you
sure
very
everybody
much.
was so excited to hear you do comedy for 7 hours.
Oh, thank you very much. They were only slightly more excited than they were to see me on those ever so popular fall classic promos. Perhaps you remember them. There's only one October.
Yeah, you're a big baseball fan. He's a big baseball fan like you, Sim.
Yeah.
Now let's just go back and back to the beginning here. Simmons, if I'm not mistaken, you fired the first shot here. You didn't care for Dane's. I don't want to offend you, Dane, and I appreciate you being in here, but I'm a man of peace. So I hope that we can reach some sort of peace accord by the end of this. Now, you went after Dane because you didn't care for his documentary series. No, you didn't like his. Documentary series.
Listen, I thought, Dane, no offense, I thought you came off like a little bit of a blowhard in the Torgasm series.
Oh, isn't that the pot calling the kettle darker than brown? Am I wrong? I mean, what? Call the diff. What the deal, William Simmons?
Would you do the Torgasm again if you could have done it? If you do that over, you wouldn't do it.
In a hot second, in a hot minute. You want to know what the Torgasm did for me? 1.7 million MySpace friends. Read them and weep. Read them and then also weep like this. Boodly hoo.
Now, so Simmons goes after Cook, and you in your column you sort of make fun of him. You take some pokes at him.
Everybody made fun of Torgasm. What are you talking about?
Well, we're not talking about everybody. We're talking about you. You went after Dane, and Dane, correct me if I'm wrong, you felt a little wounded by that, and you said who's Bill Simmons and things.
No, that's not why what made it
drove
bad.
me banana sandwich. I got crazy about it. I'm like,
that's not why you got mad, though.
Who is this William Simmons? Is she the slightly less athletic brother of Richard Simmons, the sweating enthusiast, who I so lovingly like to call Rick Simmons? He's my pal, Rick. Hey there, I'm Rick Simmons. Hi, Rick.
It upset me that you profess to be a Red Sox fan when we have friends. We have friends who've seen you wear Yankees hats.
Now, Bill, before we get into this, because I think this is really the crux to the thing, is that you're a diehard Red Sox fan. Dane says he's a diehard fan, and I think you have issue with that, and there's some question about that. Let's talk about this in a second.
Could I say those words if I weren't a fan?
Dane, please. I think we're making some real progress here. Let's take a moment to cool down. We'll talk about it a little bit more on the Dave Dameshek Show, 710 ESPN.
Sports with Dave. He'll take you to the limit.
Created from the cosmic legends of the universe, the Dave Dameshek Show. The mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
710 ESPN, Dave Dameshek. Big show today, big show tomorrow. We got the big roast off. Jeff Ross, the king of the roast, who's going to be hosting the Mike and Mike roast in Atlantic City on Friday, is coming in for a warm-up, and I think he might have bitten off more than he can chew because he's got Cousin Sal from Jimmy Kimmel Live, the king of all mixers, who is going to take him on and try to build on the success he had in their first go-around in the second week of the show. So that'll be fun. One of the judges on that, along with Jimmy Kimmel and myself, is going to be the sports guy, Bill Simmons, who's in with us right now. Speaking of Cousin Sal, he's going to be on the phone in about an hour to talk a little NFL with me and the sports guy. In the meantime, we have Dane Cook in here, a fellow Bostonian, a noteworthy Bostonian, and we're trying to work out the rift between Simmons and Cook. And, you guys are both Boston guys. Shouldn't you get along a little bit better? But Simmons took some shots at the Torgasm documentary show, and Dane, you weren't too happy about it, and go ahead.
Not even slightly. I mean, quite honestly, I didn't know who the bleepity bloop blop bleep this Simmons character was. I was like, hello. I just kept saying that. I just kept saying hello. That's all I kept doing. I was just saying, hello! And then, my neighbor, like, people in the car behind me were like, what is that guy doing? Oh! Oh! Oh, if you could see it, I'm moving my pelvis around like crazy. Oh.
And you love, and the thing is, too, like Simmons, who loves his Red Sox, you love baseball. I mean, like you always are saying. I mean, if I've heard you say it once, I've heard you say it a million times about how you love October, right?
Oh, there's only one fall classic. There's only one October.
And also, during the break, we were talking about what a shame. Jim Ed Rice, 16 votes shy of the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, how about that, Dane Cook? He didn't make the Hall of Fame.
It breaks my bleeding Bostonian heart. I mean, was there a better pitcher in Bo Sox history next to maybe Dennis Soda Can Boyd? Am I wrong? What did Jim Rice get, like 4 Cy Youngers?
Jim Rice.
Yeah, I think it was 5.
He was their left field.
I think it was 5.
He played left field for them.
Right, but there was for the interleague games.
I don't remember that.
He was cleanup hitter.
I'm thinking of the other Rice.
But you're a big Boston fan.
Yeah, you're from. I thought you were from Arlington. You went to Arlington
I am.
High,
I'm from
right?
Arlington High.
Yeah.
Go Catamounts.
So you love, but I mean that should be where, I mean whatever discord there has been between you two fellas, shouldn't you be able to meet in your love for Boston sports? I mean, the Celtics are having a wonderful year.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I've got a new phrase. It's called "There's only one February." You know, the month when the Boston Celtics are going to win the NBA playoff series.
Well, that would be June.
Yeah, it's a ways away. It's summertime.
But like for the halfway part of the season, there's only one June. You know, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, those guys are okay, yeah. But I've got my own heroes who dress in green. I'm talking Paul Pierce, Antoine Walker, DJ Ainge, Doc Gooden. There's only one June.
Well, I think you have some other problems with that. But yeah, I see. But I mean, you can see Simmons. Maybe he's missing some details there. But look at the
Maybe
passion.
I'm not the sports geek that the sports guy is.
Ouch.
That's
I don't have time to sit around all day. Boop, 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 boop. Just watching sports. Hey, I'm just watching sports and keeping track of stats. You want to know why? Because I'm out there doing this. That's the super finger.
It is
sound.
true. I mean, he's on tour. He's filming Tourgasm. He's doing movies, like Employee of the Month. You don't have time to. You don't have the package. You don't have the NBA package.
Lest we forget Good Luck Chuck.
Oh, I forgot about Good Luck Chuck.
That was a wonderful
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. I'm
that was excellent.
severely disappointed that there won't be a Golden Globe celebration.
Yeah.
Well, what about that sports guy, Simmons? How did you enjoy Good Luck Chuck?
I enjoyed the fact that I didn't go to it.
See why? I mean, you know, Dane Cook seems to me to be doing everything he can to extend the olive branch.
Come on.
I mean, he called you a geek, but
I mean, I did enjoy your performance a little bit in whatever that Steve. What was that? Dan in
real life, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
that's
wasn't
Why,
terrible.
thank you. How very large of you, you insanely hurtful man.
Now, Dane, what about? Let's talk about the Patriots. I mean,
Pats.
You're excited about what's
The
going on?
Patties. Yes. I love them. Love them, love them, love them, love them, love them. There's only one New England Patriots.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't want to.
I love
wear
their
that
colors,
phrase
blue
out,
and
but-
red.
Yeah, and some silver. Now, what about? Do you think they can do what they're going for here? I mean, what do you think about this coming weekend?
If they win at least one more time, they've got a good shot at going undefeated in the reg season.
No, I mean they actually. I don't want to embarrass, but they went undefeated in the regular season. Now the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
And it must be.
Let me guess. There's only one playoffs.
There's only one playoffs. There's only one NFL.
Dane, where do the Patriots play?
In Anaheim.
No.
No, for reals. I'm just playing with y'all. They play in Franklin, Massachusetts at the Gillette Razor Stadium, home of the Schick.
In the ballpark.
All right. So Dane, are you going to be going out to see the Patriots? Or?
Oh, yes. I'm going to be taking a tour bus with some of my buds. We're going to just hop in the toury. Say, hey, buds, want to hop in the toury? We're gonna drive on over to Franklin, and we're going to, cop a squat right outside the Stades. I like to call the stadium the Stades. Going to yell out to my home slice, Belichick. What's up, Belichick? That's me yelling out to him. That was the voice that I just did. Was the voice of me.
It's kind of like the old days when you and your high school friends would drive down there to Sullivan Stadium before they built the new one.
Right. Yeah, to Sullivan Stadium. We would go down there from Arlington, home of the Alouettes, and we would drive right on down there. If I'm not mistaken, the drive down there on route, what is it? The 135.
Close enough.
Right.
We get the point there. Now,
mix.
Simmons, so I feel like at least we've made some progress with your relationship. How do you feel about Dane? I mean, do you take responsibility? Apparently, Will Forte, they did a little spoof of Dane on Saturday Night Live after he was really successful on there. And if I'm not mistaken, did Will Forte attribute that bit to you? You inspired him to do that?
No, I don't know about that. I had Seth Meyers on my podcast
Seth
last
Meyers,
week,
right.
but I think they had that already in the works. I don't know if I had anything to do with that, but they were big fans of Dane on SNL. Because he was such a good host. I think they gave you the kid gloves treatment a little bit in the SNL skit.
Well, I don't know about that. They were a little bit harsh. They kind of came after me, and like I had this extremely popular, promo series for Fox and TBS and
I heard
playoffs,
about that.
and it was.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw it, but it would end a little something like this. There's only one October.
Oh yeah, that does ring.
But
a
Dan,
bell.
Everyone loved it.
There were a lot of rumors though that you would screw up the players' names and they'd have to keep recording and re-recording
Quiz me
their
then,
names.
oh sports guru, sports fella.
Well, I heard.
CC Sabathia, okay, Zambrano. What's up? Uke, Tech, Manny, Large Poppy. I don't know. Want some more?
Large
I'll
Pop
go along.
is good.
Carlos Quintana.
I think game, set, and match.
I'm sold.
Cook.
Yeah, I'm sold.
I know sports.
Is there anything you'd like to say
I'm
then,
chagrined.
sports guy, in parting words to Dane here? He was nice enough to come all the way over here and try to extend the olive branch.
Dane, it's been one of the greatest runs in Boston sports history, if not the greatest, and I'm glad we're on the same page finally.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself, William Simmons, the sports fella.
So you guys will go out and
Let's
eat
be
some
pals.
chowder.
We're going to go be drinking chums, I think.
Why? Maybe you could watch the playoffs together.
You know
right?
what? Maybe we'll go to Johnny McClane's, which I know you've been many times in Manhattan Beach.
It's a great Bostonian pubber.
Yeah.
Pub
I'll call Johnny
pub.
and I'll see if we can set something
Johnny
up.
McClane's. We'll go and do it.
Yeah. All right. Let's do that.
All right,
Let's go!
well, Dane Cook, what a thrill to finally meet you. I appreciate you coming all the way over here, and I'm glad that we could reach some sort of peace accord here on the Dave Dameshek Show.